Did you know that the modern Olympic Games is a century and a quarter years old? Yes, the very first modern Olympics were held in Athens, Greece in 1896. That's 125 years ago. More than 240 athletes from 14 countries competed in 43 events, spread out in 9 sports in the inaugural Games. No gold medals were awarded in the Olympic champions in Athens. Instead, winners were given a silver medal, while the runners-up brought home medals made from copper. Of the 14 competing countries, only one was not from Europe. But ironically, the outsider turned out to be the biggest winner at Athens. Athletes from the United States garnered the most Olympic titles with 11, while host Greece expectedly carted away with the most medals, 46. The first Olympics proved to be a huge success as it attracted the largest international participation in any multi-sport event to that date. Thus, the modern Olympic Games was born and was destined to reach even greater heights. The Olympic Games truly showcases outstanding sports performances from the best athletes in the world. This is the basis of the Olympic motto, which is composed of 3 Latin words: Citius, Altius, Fortius. Faster, higher, stronger. This represents the objective of the Olympic athlete who aims to be better than his competitor in his or her quest for the goal. Did you know that this famous motto was coined by a Catholic friar? Dominican priest Henri Didon of France came up with these 3 words, not for the Olympics originally, but for a youth sports meet he organized in the French commune of Arcueil in 1891. In attendance was his friend Pierre de Coubertin, who thought that this was a great catchphrase for the Olympic ideals. In 1894, Baron de Coubertin proposed it to the International Olympic Committee. It was adopted by the Olympic movement not only for its athletic and technical sense, but also from a moral perspective. However, it took 30 years before the motto was introduced at the 1924 Olympic Games in Paris. Since then, Citius, Altius, Fortius has driven the top athletes to the world to give their best at the Olympics. The Olympic Games was founded on a love of sport and competition during the ancient times in Greece. The Olympics was revived in 1896 in the hopes that it will rekindle the competitiveness of athletes around the world. One of the symbols of the modern games that embodies this vision is the Olympic rings. These are 5 interconnected rings colored blue, yellow, black, green, and red on a white background. The colors correspond to those that appear on all the national flags of the Olympic member nations. The 5 rings also represent the 5 continents on Earth: Asia, Europe, Africa, the Americas, and Oceania. The symbol of the Olympics was designed by Olympic founder Baron Pierre de Coubertin early in the 20th century. The inspiration came from the logo of Union of French Athletic Sports Societies, composed of 2 interlocking rings, which in turn was an earlier idea of Swiss psychologist Carl Jung. The original flag with the rings was first flown at the Olympic Stadium in Antwerp, Belgium, during the 1936 Games. It was retired at the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles, and a new flag was unfurled at the 1988 Games in Seoul, South Korea. 1992 saw the Olympics open its doors to professional basketball players. That year in Barcelona, Spain, the greatest assembly of Cajun talent made this moment more historic. Enter the Dream Team, the first all-NBA team to see action at the Olympics. Co-captained by Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, the most famous names at that time, this US 5 was later dubbed as the greatest team ever assembled in any sport. Patrick Ewing and David Robinson provided the ceiling. while Charles Barkley and Karl Malone gave muscle to the squad. Other members of the Dream Team were Michael Jordan, Clyde Drexler, Chris Mullin, John Stockton, Scottie Pippen, and Christian Laettner, who was drafted by Minnesota just before the Barcelona Olympics. Chuck Daly of the Detroit Pistons was tasked to coach the celebrated star-studded lineup. As expected, the Dream Team routed its opponents in the preliminaries. In the quarterfinals, the Americans dropped Puerto Rico and then beat Lithuania by 51 points in the semis. In the gold medal match, the Dream Team proved too much for Croatia, as the Americans came up with a 117-85 victory to close out the tournament. Never again did such amount of talent be gathered into one team. In 2009, the entire Dream Team was inducted into the Olympics Hall of Fame. Rarely does the name of one person fittingly describe himself or herself. One instance is Jamaican runner Usain Bolt, who is so fast that you can compare him to a bolt of lightning. In fact, he was nicknamed Lightning Bolt because he is so quick on his feet at the track. Bolt is so fleet of foot that many consider him as the greatest sprinter not only at the Olympics but for all time. The world first took notice of Bolt in 2002 when he became World Junior Champion at the 200-meter dash. After a hamstring injury hampered his running form at the 2004 Olympics, Bolt resolved to do good in 2008. And do good he did. Bolt won 3 gold medals at the 2008 Games, the 100 meters, 200 meters, and as part of the 4x100 meter relay. He became the first man to set world records in the 3 events at one Olympics at the Beijing Games. However, the relay gold was recalled when a Jamaican teammate tested positive in a drug test. At the 2012 Games in London, Bolt again won the 3 sprint gold medals. This time his 4x100 meter gold was not revoked. At this point in his career, there was no stopping Bolt in achieving more. He made it 3 straight Olympic titles in the 100 meters and 200 meters at Rio de Janeiro Olympics. In addition, he won his second 4x100 meter relay gold at the Brazilian venue. No other sprinter comes close to the Olympic exploits of Usain Bolt. He is the only man to win gold medals at the 100 meters and 200 meters at 3 consecutive Olympic Games. The Summer Olympics was first held in Athens, Greece in 1896. At the end of the first modern Olympic Games, host Greece won the most medals with 47, 10 gold, 18 silver, and 19 bronze. The Americans, however, came up with the most golds in Athens with 11. Since then, the United States has perennially been the top notcher in almost all Summer Olympic Games. Going into 2021 Olympic Games in Tokyo, Team USA has amassed a total of 2,523 medals, 1,022 gold, 795 silver, and 706 bronze medals. The former Soviet Union is second with 1,010 medals, 395 of them golds. Great Britain, which has participated in all Olympic Games unlike the United States, is third overall with 851 medals. In fourth place is France with 212 gold, 241 silver, and 263 bronze medals for a total of 716. In fifth is Germany with a total of 615, while Italy is sixth with 577 medals. Rounding out the top 10 are China with 546, Australia with 497, Sweden with 494, and Hungary with 491 total medals in the Summer Olympic Games.